Fast food chains want you to believe every burger is harmless, a quick bite, a cheap comfort, a familiar taste. But pull back the wrapper and a harsher truth appears. Some burgers are engineered disasters hiding behind melted cheese and glossy ads. In an industry built on speed and illusion, the gap between the best and the worst isn't small, it's dangerous. Some burgers barely hit 250 calories. Others explode past 1,700, loaded with sodium levels that could wreck your day, your diet, or your long-term health without you even noticing. And here's the twist. The price, the size, the hype, none of it predicts quality. The burger you trust may be the one quietly sabotaging you, while the one you overlook might actually be the safest choice on the menu. Today, we expose the truth: 15 fast food burgers ranked from absolute worst to truly worth your bite. No sponsorships, no sugarcoating, just facts, just consequences. Let's start at the bottom. Hash 5. Burger King Bacon Cheeseburger. Worst. Landing at the bottom of the list is a burger that proves one brutal truth: small doesn't mean safe. The Burger King Bacon Cheeseburger may look harmless, compact, cheap, familiar, but that's exactly why it's dangerous. It hides its flaws behind size, delivering all the downsides of a big burger without the payoff. The patty is consistently described as dry, flat, and lifeless, offering almost none of the smoky flavor Burger King advertises. The bacon? Thin, limp, overly salty. The cheese? Processed, dull, and barely melted. Instead of blending into a unified bite, every element feels disconnected, like a burger assembled out of obligation, not intention. But the quiet red flag is the sodium-to-calorie ratio. For such a small item, the salt load is shockingly high, meaning you absorb a heavy nutritional penalty for almost no satisfaction. That imbalance is why experts rank it dead last. It's not the worst because it's offensive, it's the worst because it offers nothing worth the hit to your health. Hash 4. Burger King Whopper Jr. Just one step above the bottom is a burger that fails for a different reason. It feels empty. The Whopper Jr. should be a lighter, balanced version of the classic Whopper, but instead, it tastes like a stripped-down imitation with none of the flavor power that made the original iconic. The patty is thin and often overcooked, missing the flame-grilled richness Burger King promises. The veggies, lettuce, tomato, pickles, onions vary wildly in freshness, turning the experience into a gamble every time you order. Too often, the sandwich lands as watery, limp, and under-seasoned, with the mayo doing all the heavy lifting. Its biggest problem? Inconsistency. Depending on the location, the Whopper Jr. can range from passable to disappointing, and that unpredictability earns it a low spot on the list. It's not terrible, it's forgettable. And in fast food, forgettable can be worse than bad. Hash 3. Sonic Cheeseburger. The Sonic Cheeseburger should be better than this. On paper, it has everything: customizable toppings, diner-style vibes, and a menu built to please. But in practice, this burger collapses under one recurring flaw: grease overload. Instead of delivering a juicy, beef-forward bite, the patty often arrives oily and heavy, soaking the bun before you get halfway through. The cheese and mayo don't help. They compound the richness until every bite feels dense, mushy, and overwhelmingly salty. Vegetables? Hit or miss. Some locations serve crisp lettuce and onions. Others serve wilted, soggy filler. The real disappointment is how unfocused the burger tastes. Nothing stands out, not the beef, not the seasoning, not the toppings. It's indulgent without reward, messy without flavor impact. Calorie-wise, it's not the worst offender, but that almost makes it more frustrating. You take the hit without getting the satisfaction. A burger built to tempt, but not built to last. Hash 2. McDonald's Big Mac. The Big Mac is a global icon, but in a ranking based on substance, not nostalgia. It sinks fast. Strip away the marketing, the jingles, the childhood memories, and you're left with a burger that's more architecture than flavor. The problem starts with the patties. Two thin, under-seasoned discs that offer almost no real beef presence. The signature special sauce tries to compensate, but it turns the burger into a mushy, overly sweet bite dominated by condiments instead of meat. Add a middle bun, a relic from another era, and you get more carbs without any payoff. Nutritionally, the Big Mac hits harder than people think. With its high sodium, saturated fat, and refined carbs, it's a stealth calorie bomb disguised as an everyday item. It's not awful. It's just outdated. A legend that never evolved, and now struggles to compete with burgers offering real flavor and modern execution. Hashin' one. White Castle Cheese Slider. The White Castle Cheese Slider is a piece of fast food history, the original mini burger that helped launch an entire industry. But in today's world of richer, fresher, more flavorful options, this slider simply can't keep up. The patty is paper thin, heavily processed, and delivers almost no true beef flavor. Instead, the signature steamed on a bed of onions method creates a soft, sometimes soggy texture that feels more like a warm bun with hints of meat rather than an actual burger. The cheese barely adds depth, it melts into the patty but fails to elevate it. Then comes the nutrition problem. For something so tiny, the slider carries a surprising punch of sodium and refined carbs, making it disproportionately heavy for its size. And consistency varies wildly. Some locations deliver warm, fluffy sliders. Others produce cold, deflated sandwiches that fall apart instantly. Iconic? Yes. Delicious? Not anymore. A nostalgic classic overshadowed by modern competition. Hashon Zero, Culver's Single Butter Burger. Breaking into the top 10 is the Culver's Single Butter Burger. A reminder that sometimes the simplest burgers get the essentials right. Culver's builds this burger on a single idea. Fresh beef, cooked to order, and it shows. The patty has a real sear, real juiciness, and real flavor, a sharp contrast to the thin, overprocessed patties dragging down the lower-ranked competitors. The bun is lightly buttered and toasted, giving every bite a warm, rich finish without overwhelming the meat. Toppings stay straightforward. Crisp lettuce, tomato, onion, and pickles. No gimmicks, no sloppy sauces, just a clean, balanced build. But what really lifts the butter burger is its restraint. At around 390 calories, it delivers satisfying flavor without punishing you with excessive fat or sodium. It's indulgent, but not irresponsible. Still, it's not groundbreaking, solid, dependable, well-made, yet not iconic. A very good burger, but not yet great. Hash 9. McDonald's Quarter Pounder with Cheese. The Quarter Pounder with Cheese marks a turning point in the ranking, the first McDonald's burger that actually tastes like real beef. Unlike the thin patties used in the Big Mac, this burger features a freshly seared quarter-pound patty, giving it a stronger, juicier, more satisfying bite. The cheese melts evenly, the pickles and onions add sharpness, and the toasted bun holds everything together without getting soggy. For once, the meat leads. Not the sauce, not the carbs, not nostalgia. This is McDonald's at its most straightforward and most honest. But the nutritional cost is steep. With 540 calories and over 1,100 milligrams of sodium, it hits far harder than people expect from a simple burger. It satisfies, but it also drains a big portion of your daily limits in one go. The verdict: a flavorful, reliable upgrade, but one that demands awareness. It earns its spot by taste, not by virtue. Hash height. Five Guys Cheeseburger. The Five Guys Cheeseburger is a flavor heavyweight, loud, messy, indulgent, and it makes absolutely no apologies for it. This burger brings two hand-formed patties, cooked on a flat-top grill until they develop that signature caramelized crust that Five Guys diehards swear by. Add a generous layer of melted American cheese and any combination of the chain's free toppings, and you've got a burger built for maximum impact. But here's the truth behind that impact. It comes at a price, a massive one. The burger commonly hits 901,000 plus calories, with fat and sodium levels that can wipe out most of your daily intake in one sitting. It's delicious, deeply, unmistakably delicious, but also undeniably excessive. What places it here in the ranking is balance. Incredible flavor weighed down by overwhelming heaviness. This is not an everyday burger. It's an event, a treat, a deliberate choice, a powerhouse but a risky one. Hash 7. Wendy's Dave's Single. The Dave single marks a shift toward burgers that finally respect both flavor and structure. Wendy's relies on one core advantage: fresh, never frozen beef, and it shows in every bite. The patty is thicker, juicier, and far more flavorful than most national chains, giving the burger a confident, meaty backbone. The toppings are classic but well executed: crisp lettuce, ripe tomato, sharp onion, pickles, melted cheese, and a balanced smear of mayo ketchup. Nothing feels sloppy or overpowering. Instead, each ingredient adds clarity to the build, creating a burger that tastes intentional rather than improvised. Nutritionally, it lands in the middle ground at around 570 calories, indulgent but not extreme. You won't feel wrecked afterward, but you'll know you ate something substantial. So why isn't it higher? Because it's consistently good, not exceptional. It delivers reliability, not revelation. A solid, honest burger, but not a mind changer. #6. Whataburger. Whataburger. The Whataburger enters the top 6 as a masterclass in doing the basics exceptionally well. There's nothing flashy here. Nothing engineered for viral appeal, just a large, well-seasoned patty with enough depth and savoriness to put many bigger chains to shame. It tastes closer to a diner burger than fast food, and that alone lifts it above most competitors. The toppings follow the classic Texas formula: mustard for sharpness, pickles and onions for crunch, tomato and lettuce for freshness. Everything feels balanced, clean, and thoughtfully layered. And unlike many national chains, Whataburger earns points for consistency. The burger tastes reliably good no matter where you order it. So why does it stop at #6 instead of climbing higher? Because while it's excellent, it's not iconic. It satisfies deeply but doesn't surprise. It's a go-to, not a must-have. Still, for everyday fast food burgers, Whataburger stands as one of the strongest choices nationwide. #5. Shake Shack Shack Burger. Breaking into the top 5 is the Shake Shack Shack Burger, a burger that helped redefine what fast food could taste like. It's small, it's simple, and yet bite for bite, it delivers a clarity of flavor that most chains can't touch. The fresh, never frozen Angus beef is the star, seared just enough to create a caramelized crust while staying tender and juicy inside. The potato bun is soft and slightly sweet, engineered to hold the patty without collapsing. Crisp lettuce, ripe tomato, melty cheese, and the signature Shack sauce bring balance without overwhelming the beef. Everything feels purposeful, nothing extra, nothing sloppy. But its biggest strength is also its limitation. The Shack Burger tastes premium and is priced like it. And at around 530 calories, it's richer than its size suggests. A refined, modern, fast food burger, elevated, polished, and reliable. Not perfect, but undeniably top tier. #4. Five Guys Little Cheeseburger. Entering the top 4 is the Five Guys Little Cheeseburger, a rare case where the smaller version outshines the giant. It delivers everything people love about Five Guys: the fresh, hand-formed patty, the deep griddled crust, the fully customizable toppings, but without the overwhelming heaviness of the full-size double. The single patty lets the flavor shine more cleanly. It's juicy, savory, and rich without tipping into that greasy exhaustion the larger burger often causes. Add your choice of toppings: grilled onions, jalapenos, mushrooms, whatever you want, and the burger becomes exactly what you design it to be. Nutritionally, it's still indulgent, but far more reasonable than its massive sibling. You get real satisfaction without losing the entire day's calorie budget. What puts it at #4? Balance. Big flavor, manageable size, customizable experience, a combination few chains pull off. A smarter version of indulgence and one of Five Guys' best creations. #3. In-N-Out Cheeseburger. Breaking into the top 3 is a West Coast legend, the In-N-Out Cheeseburger, a masterclass in balance, restraint, and fresh execution. Unlike many fast food burgers overloaded with sauces, bacon, and gimmicks, this one wins by doing the fundamentals extremely well. The fresh, never frozen beef patty delivers a clean, crisp sear with a juicy center. The vegetables, thick tomato, crunchy lettuce, sharp onion, are remarkably fresh for a drive-through chain, giving the burger a brightness most competitors lack. The toasted bun ties everything together with a warm, buttery finish. Then there's the spread, tangy, creamy, and perfectly portioned so the burger tastes complete without becoming sloppy. At roughly 480 calories, it delivers real flavor without the nutritional punishment seen in heavier burgers. It's one of the few fast food burgers you can enjoy without feeling wrecked afterward. Not the most explosive, not the flashiest, but consistently one of the best everyday burgers in America. Hash 2. McDonald's McDouble. Sliding into second place is the McDonald's McDouble, the quiet workhorse of fast food and one of the most efficient burgers ever created. It's not flashy, oversized, or dripping in special sauce. Instead, the McDouble wins through precision. 2 patties, 1 slice of cheese, onions, pickles, ketchup, and mustard. Nothing more. Nothing wasted. The flavor profile is sharp and balanced, salty, tangy, savory, without drowning you in grease or sugar-loaded sauces. Unlike many fast food burgers that lean on gimmicks, the McDouble relies on predictable quality. No matter where you order it, you know exactly what you're getting. At around 400 calories, it's shockingly reasonable compared to the calorie bombs dominating drive-through menus. It delivers satisfaction without sabotage, a rarity in this ranking. Why isn't it Hashon? Because while it's incredibly efficient, it's still a value burger, not a standout culinary experience. A triumph of simplicity and one of the smartest choices in fast food. Hashon. McDonald's hamburger. Claiming the top spot is a burger almost everyone overlooks. The classic McDonald's hamburger, the smallest, simplest, and most brutally honest item on the list. In a world of oversized patties, overloaded sauces, and gimmick-filled builds, this burger stands out because it refuses to lie to you. At just 280 calories, it's the cleanest, lightest option in the fast food universe. A single patty, pickles, onions, ketchup, mustard, soft bun, nothing hidden, nothing excessive. Its strength is restraint. You get the nostalgic fast food flavor without the nutritional ambush that destroys your appetite, energy, or daily sodium limit. And the consistency is unmatched. No matter the state, city, or time of day, the burger tastes the same, simple, balanced, predictable in the best way. Is it gourmet? No. Is it explosive? Not at all. But it's the healthiest, most reliable everyday fast food burger, a quiet king in a loud industry. After uncovering the truth behind all 15 burgers, from the sodium bombs to the quiet overachievers, one message becomes impossible to ignore. Fast food isn't the threat, hidden excess is. The worst burgers on this list weren't failures of flavor. They were failures of honesty. Oversized patties, excessive sauces, sky-high sodium, and calorie loads disguised under melted cheese and marketing slogans. And the winners? They weren't the biggest, the boldest, or the most viral. They were the ones that respected balance, clean builds, reasonable calories, ingredients that work together instead of compete, burgers that don't punish you for choosing convenience. So the next time you pull into a drive-through, remember, not every burger is built with your well-being in mind. Choose the ones that give you clarity, not chaos. Choose the ones engineered for flavor, not regret. If this breakdown helped you navigate the noise, drop a comment, share your go-to pick, and subscribe for more investigative rankings. Stay sharp, stay informed. Choose smarter, one bite at a time.